Let's talk about the best transit of 2025, Jupiter in Cancer, starting on June 9th, 2025. Welcome! Hey guys, my name is Jolanta. I am a Western astrologer and creator of Soulight Space Astrology. Welcome to my channel. If you like what I do, please like and subscribe to my channel. You can also consider sending me a virtual cup of tea. There is a donation link in the description box, and there you will also find a link to my website in case you would like to work with me. I work as professional astrologer. I offer different types of readings, 1, 2 and 3 hours one-to-one sessions where we can dive deep into your different charts, transits, progressions, profections, synastry, reading, astrocartography, and of course birth charts. So welcome everybody, and now let's focus on Jupiter in Cancer. I'm very excited for this transit, guys, because that's my Jupiter return. So if you've been born around the same time as me, let me tell you exactly the date. So if your birth date is from July 30, 1989 till August 18, 1990, you have Jupiter in Cancer in your natal position, and that's your Jupiter return. So you are starting a new 12-year cycle of growth and expansion. So that's my case. I'm very happy for this transit, and in general all of you should be happy, even if that's not your Jupiter return, because Jupiter loves to be in Cancer. It's the point of exaltation for Jupiter. So this is where this expansion, growth, abundance, good luck is in the right place. In Cancer we do experience a very good energy from Jupiter. It will be very different than this transit in Gemini that we experienced now. From May 2024 till June 2025, Jupiter was in Gemini. Not the best position for Jupiter to be, like totally two different worlds united. It could give, of course, lots of opportunities, but I feel like we could be overloaded with thoughts, words, information, options, choices, and we could actually have quite a lot of trouble with expanding our Gemini house with this Jupiter. Of course it was possible, but you can let me know in comments, how did you experience Jupiter being in Gemini? You can see where is Gemini in your chart, which house is that for you, and how did you experience the path of expansion, growth, good luck, blessings in this house? Was there a lot of opportunities? Did you use them? How much have you seen? How much have you explored? And if you've been maybe not experiencing this Jupiter in Gemini as overthinking, overindulging, overdoing, too much energy at the same time, especially with Gemini, too much of this mental, intellectual side of life, too much communication, too much of news, messages, phone calls, and stuff like that. So maybe also too many choices, too many options. So now we're gonna have Jupiter being in Cancer. The date is from June 9th this year till June 30, 2026. So this is marking a 1 year of expansion of your Cancer house. Then we're gonna have also retrograde during this time. I'm gonna be talking about this all, but first let's focus on what this Cancer energy is all about. So that's the sign ruled by Moon. It's very emotional. It's connected to intuition, to nurturing, to caring, self-care, childhood energy, to the past. It's very sentimental, focused on family, safety, security, home situation. It's connected to children, parenting, to mother, deep connections. So all those themes now can expand with this Jupiter. So those of you guys who are thinking about expanding your family, expanding your home, expanding professions connected to Cancer, which would be hospitality, restaurants, some Airbnb, hotels, offering accommodation. something connected to nurturing other people, psychological professions, even my profession. You know, when you work with people, when you work with emotions, with healing inner child, healing some past stories, family stories, also history. This energy is now under expansion from June 9th. So if you want to grow in those fields, use this year. This is the best year, and Jupiter will not be back here in 12 years. So all of you having already some ideas in your mind about maybe starting something in those fields that I mentioned, now it's your time. Definitely good for focusing on real estate, investing in real estate, or renovating your house, doing some improvements, some projects in your home, or just focusing on deepening connections with your family members, expanding that side of life, engagement, marriage, starting family, building this housing and family dynamic more and more during this time. You will have support from astrology, abundance, more opportunities, some good luck and blessings regarding those energies. Watch for overindulgence, of course. Always with Jupiter we have to be careful of not doing too much. And as Cancer is very moody, very emotional, very sensitive, very nostalgic, it might be also like an overflow of this energy for 1 year for all of us. And also we have to be careful in our house where we have Cancer placements for not overdoing something with this energy, with this Jupiter vibration. We will be talking about every rising sign individually just to see where is that in your chart and give you some tips and some warnings about this Jupiter, because again, although that's a great benefit in astrology, Jupiter is expanding wherever Jupiter will find in your house. If in your Cancer house there is something that is unhealed, for example in the 6th house, it can bring some health issues to the surface, so you finally deal with that. If there is some trouble in your family, in your house, in your financial sector, Jupiter will also try to expand your knowledge, change something, heal this side of life. So first it has to bring to the surface some awareness about this house. So don't be surprised that maybe for some of you in the beginning, this house where you have Cancer energy, it might go for some struggles, especially because we're gonna have Saturn and Neptune squaring this transit in the very beginning. So let's dive into that. So June, once this Jupiter enters Cancer on June 9th, on June 15th, so 1 week later, we have the exact square between Jupiter and Saturn. Saturn is on June 15th in Aries at 1st degree, and Jupiter will be at 1st degree Cancer. Square means that there is some conflict, there is a Mars energy, some friction. It can also trigger some changes and action at the same time, but definitely it's a very active energy between these two planets. We already experienced 2 squares between Saturn and Gemini previously, when Jupiter was in Gemini and Saturn in Pisces. So you can return back to how you've been experiencing this square. This will be the last one, but in different signs. So think about August 2024 and December 2024. There was some I like to call this transit as limitations to your expansion. So Jupiter wants to grow, expand. It wants to use all those opportunities. It's a good luck, grow energy. And then Saturn is showing you your limits, trying to ground your vision, trying to restrict your options or restrict your growth to a certain point, because you need to maybe show more maturity, you need to rethink it all, you need to be more grounded. With Saturn, we are looking for long-term growth and this longevity, stability, solid foundation. And this is what we are building with Saturn being in Aries this year. We are creating some very stable ground for our foundation. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, starting something, and Saturn wants this start to be mature, solid, and serve you for a long term. So when you will start to feel this Jupiter energy in Cancer, at once you're gonna feel some restriction in the beginning. June is the hardest part of this transit. After that, we are ready to go and ready to grow with this Jupiter in Cancer, but in the beginning we need to face some challenges. We need to face this mature, critical, judgmental voice of Saturn, trying to show us the right path, trying to show us some limitations so we don't overdo it and we choose the right path. So you will see how this goes for you. Everybody has Aries has somewhere else. So the restriction or challenge or obstacle or delay can come from a different place. But once you face that, and I actually encourage you to face that with maturity, see those restrictions as some sort of help, because life is unfortunately having some restrictions. We can't do just everything we want. So for some of us, there will be a need to do something about that. The good thing is that the next square between Jupiter and Saturn will happen in 10 years from now. So this is the final karmic blockage for us to overcome. And on April 25th, 2035, this will be the next time when these two energies will create the same tension. And what's interesting, Jupiter will be in this next round in Aries at 29 critical degree anaretic, and Saturn will be in Cancer at 29 anaretic degree, the degree of ending something. And now this is the degree number 1 of starting. So now we are starting something, and we have to do it in a very mature way with Saturn. And then in 10 years from now, there will be another karmic test from Saturn, and they will switch signs. Saturn will be in Cancer and Jupiter in Aries. Very interesting alignment. So I'm just showing you this. Of course, there's a lot of time to focus on that, but you can already see that astrology is planning at least for this project to last for 10 years, if not more. With Saturn, very often we think about 30 years cycle of longevity. And then another planet squaring this Jupiter in Cancer is Neptune. Neptune is also in Aries, in the beginning of Aries. Few days later, on June 19th, another friction, another challenge, Neptune squaring Jupiter. But again, we're gonna feel it the whole June. Those are just those exact moments when the energy will reach the peak, but we will feel it the whole month. And with Neptune squaring Jupiter, we might be very confused. We might have problems with seeing what's real, what's not, and it might be not the best time to make final decisions yet, because this Neptunian fog and confusion and delusion might be very strong. And also watch for other people acting as Neptune towards you, like, you know, creating this mental fog and confusion for you. Although the good thing is that Saturn and Neptune are the whole summer in conjunction, so Saturn is helping to limit this Neptunian fog a little bit. It's helping to ground us in our vision and ground our dreams. But in general, you can expect that in June, between your Aries energy and Aries house, where we start new things, when we initiate, when we have the courage and boldness to take action. This is our I am energy as well, some new start here. There will be some conflict between this energy of you wanting to start something new based on your dreams with Neptune. You want this to be long-term with Saturn. And then you have this square from Cancer energy, where's the Jupiter. For some of you, there might be a conflict between my I am, my Aries energy, what I desire, my projects, what I want to do, and family. Energy of Cancer is very much about your mother, your family, your children, your housing situation, stuff going on at home, stuff going on in your motherland, in your hometown. There might be some conflict here. Maybe you will have to wait with your a personal expansion, for example, because there will be a lot going on in a family dynamic. It might be one of manifestations, but again, every one of you has a very different chart. You have different placements, so I'm unable to really tell you much. I can only give you some ideas, but then you will have to apply this to your own chart. And I use with my clients PLUTO system, which gives me more details. So this reading I'm going to give you for every rising sign will be a very general reading using whole sign system. That's the only way for me to do the reading on YouTube. But then in PLUTO, for some of you, the house placement might be different, so this whole reading might be happening in a different house for you than I'm telling you in this reading. So I recommend you to follow PLUTO and just find a proper house where you have the beginning of Aries, where you have the beginning of Cancer, and this energy will be playing out there. So again, guys, we have to survive June. We have to face our limitations in life. We have to also face some confusion. We have to really detect what is really possible, what is not possible, where this expansion has some limitations of life. So this expansion will have some, you know, long-term vision for the future, and we will not be just, you know, walking around and trying this and trying that without a proper plan. Saturn wants you to have this integrity, maturity, and very solid approach to things, right? Something that will last. So think about that. And then we gonna have very nice karmic alignment from evolutionary perspective. It will be very beneficial. By the end of August, in September, we're gonna have Jupiter, this Jupiter in Cancer, finally free from those squares. It's gonna move away from Saturn and Neptune. It's gonna be now free flowing, bringing more expansion and abundance already from July through August. And by the end of August, there will be alignment between Jupiter and the North Node. North Node is in Pisces, Jupiter in Cancer, trine between them. Trine has the energy of opportunities, of growth, expansion, of free flow of energy. So between our Cancer and Pisces house, there will be also some harmony, and it will be karmic expansion here going on. It might bring a lot of you, lots of this emotional growth, emotional intelligence, spirituality, compassion, forgiveness. Artistic, creative side can expand here as well. It can be also connected to travel. Again, it depends where is that in your chart. And then we will be exploring this energy of Jupiter with another support, because look, like in June we have those two squares, right? Because Saturn and Neptune is in a new sign and Jupiter moved to another cardinal sign, so there is the square, there is a challenge. Then few months later, Saturn moves back with the retrograde to Pisces. Neptune moves back with the retrograde to Pisces as well. So both of these two energies, they will be in Aries only in summer. So this is our training kind of time when we see what the Saturn and Neptune in Aries is all about. By the way, I have videos about these two transits, so please watch and then you're gonna understand what's going on. And then in November, Jupiter will be in trine, another opportunity, another free flow energy between Jupiter and Saturn and Neptune. Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces at final degrees. Saturn will be at 25 degree, trining Jupiter at 25 degree, Cancer Pisces, beautiful trine. This will be supportive. This growth of Jupiter, expansion, this will be now working in a very harmonious way with the Saturn energy that wants for things to last. It wants for things to be grounded, stable. It will stabilize our dreams. Being back in Pisces, Pisces is about our dreams, about our emotional side, helping us to deal with a difficult side of Pisces, quitting addictions, quitting escapism, quitting procrastination, ending illusions, ending delusion, ending lies, trying for us to see things as they truly are, and being realistic about our dreams. So this combination of energy will be in trine to this Jupiter, which offers you the growth and abundance and good luck and expansion in your Cancer energies, where you can, for example, grow in your housing, family and emotional side of life, or whatever is that in your chart. So that's a very nice energy. And then we're gonna have retrograde. Jupiter will be moving direct from June 9th till November 11th, so that's the most lucky time, except June when we have this karmic blockage, right, with those squares. But then think about July, August, September, October, beginning of November, Jupiter moving direct, expanding your Cancer placements, Cancer house. So very good energy, guys. Please use it. It's the exalted point for Jupiter to be in Cancer. Very, very good energy. And then we're going to have some pause in this growth and abundance. On November 11th, start of retrograde, Jupiter will reach the 25th degree of Cancer. So it will move almost through the whole sign. Almost your all Cancer house will be touched by Jupiter by November 11th. And then Cancer 25th degree, start of retrograde, moving back through those degrees. So we're gonna have the time to rethink, reflect, re-examine. This retrograde will serve us as the point of, okay, slow down a little bit, all those expansionist moves, and rethink them. Maybe there is some need for correction. Maybe there is something from the past that you didn't deal with yet. And this retrograde will end on March 10th, 2026 at 15 degrees Cancer. So from 0 to 25 degrees Cancer, we are moving direct till November. From November till March, we are moving back from 25 degree Cancer till 15 degree Cancer. That means that whoever has something in the beginning of the Cancer from 0 to 15 degrees, your only point of growth for those placements are now from June through July, August, September, and that's it, right? So you have to think about that. Actually, not September even, till August. So this summer, basically July, August. So if you have some placements in Cancer in the first degrees, I would definitely focus on the now. Don't wait for next month, because the proper conjunction, for example, if you have Sun at 5 degrees Cancer, if you have Venus at 10 degrees or Jupiter at 9 degree Cancer, your time to work with this energy expansion is especially now in July and August, after those squares. And if you have something at 1st degree Cancer, 0, 2 degrees Cancer, you will feel very strongly also this pressure from Saturn and some delusion and confusion from Neptune. But at the same time, Jupiter is here helping you to see the thing from the wider perspective. Remember, it's about this mental expansion with Jupiter as well. It's very spiritual. It's connected to Sagittarius. It's helping us to expand horizons. So that's the schedule more or less for this year. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much information for the future. So for now, let's focus just on this schedule, right? Survive June with squares. See what those squares want from you. They're gonna possibly feel a little bit like some sort of pressure and some blockage, and then expect that after that it's gonna get better. July, end of August, you will have some karmic support from the node, and then you're gonna have Saturn, Neptune supporting in November, this Jupiter to expand, and then you're gonna have this retrograde from November till March to rethink all that you went through previously with this Jupiter. You will be able to, you know, slow down and rethink before the next round. Then there will be a next round from March 2026 till June 2026. This will be the final stay of Jupiter in Cancer direct, and then Jupiter will move to Leo. So Leo placements, Leo house, you can already, you know, wait for summer 2026 for your expansion in this Leo positions and Leo placement. So everybody will get their portions of luck. Also, guys, previous dates of Jupiter in Cancer, last 2 rounds, just to help you see how you've been reacting to the previous Jupiter in Cancer. Maybe this will help you to predict what you can expect to be happening this time. Of course, it's not going to be the same. Again, guys, the sky back then was very different positions, different placements, different transits. This is just one transit that is repeating now, but there might be some themes. You might connect this transit to what is in your Cancer house, for example, if that's your career or relationship or health situation or family situation, and then you will see what was going on back then in this house. Then now the same house will be under the same energy, so something might be repeating, something might be similar. So think about what was going on in your life from July 2001 till August 2002. That was Jupiter in Cancer, 1 year of expansion of your Cancer house. And then June 2013 till July 2014, that was another transit of Jupiter in Cancer. And now this is the next one. So we see every 12 years. It's very worth to use this particular Jupiter in Cancer being exalted, because as you see, this happens every 12 years. 12 years is quite a lot of time, so we will have to wait another 12 years to expand the same area of our life. And I think that if Cancer is having some important position in your chart, if you have some placements there, and if that's the house that you struggle with, for example, if that's your money house and you feel like recently it's not really, you are not doing well in your finances, this is your year to focus on and expand. If you're feeling like your health situation is not good, this Jupiter is entering, giving blessings, good luck with finding the right practitioners. If you've been unhappy in your love situation, this Jupiter entering your love houses will help you. It will give you opportunity. But again, this is just a transit. You have to do the work. If you're looking for love, you have to go and find it. You have to go out. You have to maybe use some dating app or travel or something. If this Jupiter is promising you some expansion in work, you also have to take some action. Cancer is cardinal sign, is the point of initiation, is the point of starting something new. Although it's so self-protective and emotional, it's a cardinal energy. Cardinal energies in astrology, they start new seasons, and Cancer starts summer on the northern hemisphere. So we also have to do the same. We have to start this summer of abundance for ourselves. We have to make some moves. We have to initiate. Then this abundance has more possibilities to come, right? So that's something to focus on, guys. And now we're gonna see every rising sign. Again, that will be the whole sign system, not Placidus. So if you see that in Placidus this is somewhere else, just choose the house that it's aligned. And also I will be giving you some ideas about what you can do to help this help yourself with this transit, so the abundance will be bigger. And also remember, again, one more thing, with Jupiter we just see things growing. So it's very much about what we have in this Cancer house. How is our approach to those things? What will be our action and moves? This then will be under this Jupiter reaction of expanding, of making this this energy abundant. So it's a lot in your hands. It's not like you can just sit there and wait for blessings to come. Of course, it might be like that. Sometimes another person enters your life, there's some opportunity coming, and there's some good luck, but you also have to be proactive here, okay? So for Aries rising, you have this blissful energy of Jupiter moving through your 4th house of family. So expansion, abundance, opportunities, good luck, blessings can be related to your family, to your roots, to your motherland, to your hometown, to where you are coming from, to your ancestors, to your emotional safety, housing situation, real estate. So if you want to expand anything about those themes, that's your year to go. Great energies. In the beginning, in June, you might feel some conflict here. Possibly the conflict will be between this housing situation and family and your own needs, your own desires, because your Aries energy is under this Saturn Neptune. Maybe there will be some blockage coming from your own need for self-care, maybe some health situation, maybe your body will need to rest, maybe your physical body will show some limitations, and maybe you will not be able to fully commit to this fourth house energy, where's your family and housing situation. But at the same time, this is just 1 month. You will be also facing the need to show up in a very mature way in your family dynamic. So there might be some challenge here between your first house and fourth house. My I am versus this private life and whatever you have going on in your family dynamic, real estate and housing situation. But at the same time, focus since July after those squares, once you are tested, once you are reviewed by Saturn, what needs to be done so those changes will be long lasting and solid. Once you get through this test from July, you have 1 year of really renovation, new projects in your home, setting alarms, making your home protected, finding those new systems to protect your safety in your home, protecting your family, expanding your family, getting married, getting pregnant, having new babies in your family, taking care of your family, deepening connections with family members, nurturing, caring, growth in those family matters. So home sweet home energy is something that this Jupiter holds for you as a gift, and now it's your time to focus on this area of your life and do your best, put your action, put your effort into this fourth house energy. Also, it might be good for therapy if you feel like there is something regarding your family situation, emotional energy that it's unhealed. That's a great time for therapy and just expanding your roots, expanding your knowledge about history of your country, history of your family, understanding psychological side of your family, generational trauma. These things can be also here expanding. So good luck with this one, guys, and let me know how did you experience the previous Jupiter in Cancer. The date was from June 2013 till July 2014. What was going on in your home, family, housing situation and emotional safety, private life? How did you experience that? There might be some repetition now, so thank you. Taurus rising, you are having a Cancer blissful energy with Jupiter transiting your third house of communication, siblings, neighbors, local community, your car, driving, short-term travels, words, publishing, selling, doing some business. In general, you know, the Gemini energy is in the third house where we use your words and mental energy. Good time for learning new skills, expanding your knowledge, deepening your connection with siblings and neighbors, exploring your local community. Maybe some of you will be either learning how to drive the car or exploring with your car more, maybe buying new car. This can be all about that. There's some expansion, good luck, blissful energy here. In the third house also we use a lot of social media and internet. We write something, we publish, we post, we create websites. So all those things, if there's something in your head that you think like you would like to do something about it. I think about, you know, Cancer food, like creating a food blog, for example, with recipes, or studying how to cook. Or with Cancer, there's a lot about psychology and emotions, children. So some of you might be starting to learn, for example, some things about parenting or emotional intelligence, psychology. These kind of courses, this might be in your interest. And let me know in comments, how did you experience the previous transit in the same house for you, in the same sign, from June 2013 till July 2014. There might be some repetition of energies here now as well for you. So let me know how this was. Jupiter in the third house, usually our mental energy becomes more optimistic, so you can have this more happy mindset. Hopefully this will also give you some more opportunities to build those deep nurturing connections with others through communication. You might become more caring, more empathetic with this energy, increase your ability to understand other people's emotions with this Jupiter. And your communication might be also very abundant. You might have like a lot going on, lots of messages, lots of talks, conversations. It might be also good for therapy, because you will be more open with this Jupiter to talk about your feelings and understand them from higher perspective. And also I see this as a good luck for dealing with documents in the 3rd house. And as Cancer is related to family, children, marriage, so there might be also some good time regarding those things. Maybe some of you will get married, for example. This also has some formal side of this, right? Like documents. So maybe for some of you there will be something like that. But there will be square in June 1st, and you will have the square between 12th house and 3rd house. In the 12th house, the square where you're gonna have Saturn and Neptune together, it might be, for example, your need to rest, your need to heal, your need to go away for a while from this busyness of daily life. Sometimes that's hospitalization or subconscious fears. You might be also dealing with something like that, that there is something unhealed in your subconscious mind. You're afraid. Saturn very often points to some fears that we carry from past lives. It's a karmic house, 12th house. And in the 3rd house, you express yourself, you talk, you publish, you post in social media. You have to confront to a certain point others. With the 3rd house, there's interaction house. So for some of you, you might face in the beginning some blockages here. But after that, from July, you are ready to go, you're ready to grow. So see what this June will be activating for you in terms of some blockage, karmic blockage to overcome. And after that, it should be more easy. So thank you so much, guys, and see you next time. Gemini rising, you are ending the stay of Jupiter in your 1st house with this one. But Jupiter is entering a very nice house for you, number 2 house, where we have material possessions, finances, things that we value, our self-worth, our self-confidence, our physical body, sensuality. It's a very stable house. In the 2nd house, we build our material stability and safety. So you have 1 year of expansion of those themes. So you might, in 1 year from now, become more rich. For example, you might also work on your self-worth, and your level of worthiness in 1 year from now can expand if you will be working on those themes with this Jupiter. Also, your knowledge about finances can increase. Jupiter is like this wise teacher, and you might be just expanding in themes that you value. And as here we have Cancer, it might be a very emotional and psychological expansion. It might be related to building some stability in terms of housing situation, in terms of family. So some of you might be also using this transit to create some stable foundation for future, for your family, for your home, and maybe expanding your finances, so your home and family situation will also expand. And as I mentioned, work on the self-confidence, self-worth. See yourself as your own resource and value. With this Jupiter, it will be helpful for you to see yourself in a more positive way and expand your resources here. In the beginning, in June, there will be some blockage. The 1st month might feel a little bit more harder, and that's because you're gonna have the square from Saturn and Neptune being in Aries in your 11th house. So what might block this expansion in the 2nd house? It might be your friend, for example, somebody who's like a mentor and might be telling you some, critical, rational, judgmental things that will maybe feel like limitation and restriction. 11th house is also related to your future goals, wishes, and aspirations. So there might be this sober energy over your future, that you might be thinking in a very long term and very serious way about your dreams and goals. And in the 2nd house, when Jupiter is there, for example, the overindulgence might happen in food with Cancer, or it might be very hedonistic. So watch for overspending for the next year, because in the 2nd house, money comes and money goes. In 2nd house, we want to possess. We want to have valuable things, and when Jupiter will be here, this urge to have more and more and more might be big. But then the Saturn and Neptune, the 11th house, is telling you, okay, but you have those goals and wishes, and maybe you need money for them, maybe you need to save, maybe you need to restrict your spending. So for some of you, this expansion of Jupiter in the beginning might be connected to that. Maybe it might be about finances, or it might be about some other things. You will see how you feel it. So watch for that. But from July, the energy will start to move away from Saturn and Neptune. That will be the last square between these two. So some sober view over those finances might come from this 11th house. And then you're gonna have a nicer energy going on. So please focus on your finances and money, and also what you eat. The second house is your physical body and food. So you might be expanding your knowledge about those things. Some of you might actually cook more with this Jupiter in Cancer. You might be exploring some new recipes. You might be also, for some of you, it might be related to real estate, that you will start to search for additional income, expanding your possibilities in earning money, using real estate, Airbnb, offering accommodation, searching for investments in real estate, this type of things. And some of you might be also connected to your family business. Maybe you will start new business or expand family business. The Cancer is very much related to our family members, so it might be related to that some of you will be doing something with people from your family, like together, to increase your income here. And yeah, and also family values are here in the second house, so there might be expansion. Your family might grow here as well. And yeah, think about June 2013 till July 2014. That was the last time when Jupiter was in this sign, in this house for you. How did you experience this transit back then? What worked, what didn't work? If there was some overindulgence that didn't help you, if there was some increase and growth and abundance that did help you. Focusing on this previous cycle would just help you now to deal with this current cycle in a better way. So good luck with this one, Gemini rising, and I hope that you will become very rich with this one. Cancer rising, you're having Jupiter in the first house. Amazing. Expansion of everything in your life is possible because you are expanding your I am, your identity, your persona, your self-image, how you present yourself to the world, how you start new things. This all is now under expansion. Just watch for expansion of your weights as well, because that's your physical body, and it might bring for some of you some increase in, you know, just literally you as a person, as a body, physical body. Sometimes it brings pregnancy, so that also brings this gain of weight. But if that's not your case, just watch for eating too much, because this can increase that. The Cancer is connected to food, nurturing, self-care. Sometimes we are nurturing ourselves too much with this Jupiter in Cancer. So watch for eating, especially emotional eating, and some unhealthy ways of eating, like too much. Before this expansion and blessing and good luck will be fully on from July, in June we have squares. There is a square of Saturn and Neptune coming towards you directly from your spot of career, from your 10th house. It might be your boss, it might be authority figure, it might be your father, grandfather, partner, somebody who has some power over you, somebody who is your mentor, somebody who is wise, somebody who is offering advices. So there might be some tension. There might be, from the square, you might feel like maybe another person, some authority will be limiting your expansion, telling you some things, criticizing you, judging you. It might be also your own inner voice here, your own long-term vision, your ambition. In 10th house, we want to reach some higher level of, for example, career path, or we want to change our reputation status. We want to go higher here in the 10th house. So think about those things. Maybe in June there will be some limitation coming from the 10th house. You have to observe how this will be going on for you, and you can also think what was going on in your life from June 2013 till July 2014. This is when the last time you had Jupiter in your first house moving through the same part of your chart. So this will give you some help. You will understand better what you might be expecting this time around. It will be not the same, but it might bring some similarities. For example, if you gained weight back then, now you know what to do with that. Or you can see what was giving you opportunities back then. How did you experience that? For some of it might bring some oversensitivity, lots of emotions, lots of nostalgia. So that can be the difficult side of this Jupiter. And also sometimes in the first house, some physical matters are coming to the surface. If there was something regarding your physical body that you overlooked in the past, Jupiter can bring it as a symptom, some health issue. Something might become bigger, so you can take care of this. And for example, change your diet or change the way how you present yourself to the world. You know, with Cancer, you might be a little bit too self-protective and shy. So maybe this Jupiter now will help you to expand, to be more optimistic about yourself, to see yourself in a more positive light, to increase your beauty with Jupiter, to change your look, to be more yourself, right? But overall, in the first house, we start new things. So you have this 1 year of good luck. Whatever you start, whatever you do, there is much more expansion in this year than in previous years for you, especially as you've been having Jupiter in the 12th house now, so it was hidden, and now everything comes to the light. Everybody will see you with this Jupiter bliss. You will be having possibly more of this smiley face, and you will be attracting more of the abundance. So use this energy. It's very, very potent, and next time in 12 years. So you will have to wait quite a lot of time for the next round of this Jupiter in Cancer, basically making you more Jupiterian. You might also travel a lot, you might expand, you might move to another country, you might meet people from abroad with Jupiter. You might expand your spiritual and psychological knowledge. A lot of opportunities for Cancer rising. So guys, enjoy. I'm very happy for you. Leo rising, you will have this expansion of Jupiter being in Cancer since June 9th, 2025 in your 12th house. So it will be a little bit more hidden type of expansion. Not everybody will see that. Although you like to be in the spotlight with this ascendant of Leo, this time around, this Jupiter will be a little bit more quiet. You might need more solitude. You might just feel like this hermit mode is something you need to do more for 1 year now, because in the 12th house we are expanding in a spiritual way. We are expanding our soul. We are diving deep into those hidden matters. We work on our subconscious fears and subconscious energies. As Cancer is so emotional and so therapeutical and healing, you might definitely end some long karmic deep cycles that are maybe blocking you. If there is some family trauma, generational trauma, unhealed relationship to your mother, your childhood stories that are still blocking you, something that is in your subconscious mind, that's a great time for that. Hypnotherapy, great. Watch your dreams. You might also see some insights through that. The deeper you go this year, the more growth you're gonna experience in solitude, in deep therapy, in deep soul searching, in expanding the spiritual side, and also going for some faraway travels overseas, some retreat, meditation, finding some spiritual mentor can be helpful here as well. And in the 12th house, we also merge with the collective. So for some of you, it might be also helpful for you to reach more clients, more audience through social media. You might tap into the collective energy more. And you might also become more psychic and intuitive. If you have some gifts in that matter, this Jupiter will help you to become even better in those matters. You know, studying past lives, karmic astrology, evolutionary astrology, tarot, using those things for healing can be also helpful. So there's a lot here going on. It might be also good to travel with your family, Cancer family, and 12th house, moving somewhere overseas. So that's where the abundance lies for you. Watch for addictions, watch for escapism, and watch for dealing with your emotions in an unhealthy, hidden way. Watch for self-sabotage. All those things will be now very exposed by Jupiter, so you can work with this and heal this energy. And there will be also a square for you happening, Saturn and Neptune in Aries in your 9th house. So there will be some sober energy of, you know, some energy craving, some maturity, integrity, and some serious vibe from you coming from the 9th house. Those of you who want to travel, you might experience some limitations like passport, visas, travel documents, some restrictions on the border. There might be some restriction if travel is your case. In terms of spiritual expansion, higher education expansion, you know, those more mental vibrations of these houses, you might experience some sort of delay. Or Saturn and Neptune, like, this energy is asking you, think about this in a serious way. Maybe you will be having some examination, judgment, critical energy coming from another person. In the 9th house, this is the house of teaching, so sometimes another person might show up in our life, especially somebody from international environment, some foreigner. Maybe you will find some teacher, some guru, some mentor with those energies. In the 9th house will be somebody will be helping you to deal with those subconscious fears, for example. Everybody has a different story. I can give you more details on a private session. This is when I can see your proper chart and I can tell you something more about those matters. Think about June 2013 till July 2014. That was when you had this transit the last time. So this will give you more insight about what you can expect now. So good luck. Virgo rising, you are having a Cancer energy in your 11th house, so you can expect that from June 2025 till June 2026 there will be some expansion in your networking, friends, community, groups of people, socializing. You might be having a lot of opportunities to meet new friends, to connect online, to build your own network. People might be more nurturing, caring. You might also be more empathetic and caring and create those really deep, intuitive, caring connections with other people. Some of you might also meet some new partner through friends, through socializing, through online applications, through some platforms. So that's another way of reading this, that it might lead towards family with Cancer, and if not, just a very deep, intuitive, caring connection. So that's a great time for you guys to focus on friends and groups dynamics. And also some of you might go very much into this humanitarian, altruistic side of life, helping others, charity work. And another thing is that the 11th house rules your future goals and wishes and dreams. So there is an expansion with this Jupiter. You know, you making your dreams come true, following your heart, listening to your intuition and doing something. With Cancer, your dream might be related to family, or having your dream home, or reaching this emotional safety, balance. Some of you might have dreams related to the water, to sea, maybe living by the water, or just having this home sweet home environment. Some of you might also dream about having this very nurturing community. So maybe some of you will create something like that, your own page about, for example, psychology, or some intuitive energy, or something connected to food, family, accommodation, hospitality. Those themes are in your wishes and goals house, so think about this. And now there will be also a square coming from the 8th house. Saturn and Neptune will be in June squaring your expansion in your 11th house. So in the beginning there might be some conflict, maybe related to shared finances, maybe connected to taxes, loans, money you have with your partner, shared resources. 8th house is also the house of deep intimacy, of soul merging connections, of you sharing your money with others, your resources and energy with other people. So I mentioned about this charity and altruistic side of 11th house. Maybe there will be some sober voice in your life, either your own or your partner, or some responsibilities, or government is here as well, right? Telling you that you have some limitations maybe in this 8th house of finances, so you can't give so much. There will be some restrictive energy here. Also, it might be your own emotional fear, like 8th house is very hidden. Here we have to transform our shadows into light. So in the beginning you will feel like there might be something, like for example trust issues might show up. So from one side you want to expand the social life and friends, but from the other there is some mistrust, or you might want to expand towards your future goals and wishes, but this 8th house will be showing you some fear of loss, or some unhealed energies from your previous experiences and disappointments. So you will have to deal with this. For everybody this will be different. If you want to know properly what is going on, we have to do the one-to-one session. So welcome everybody. So just observe June, what kind of conflict, delay, obstacle, some karmic challenge will be happening between your 8th house and 11th house. And after that you are ready to go, you are ready to grow, and you have 1 year to really expand this 11th house, make your dreams come true, and make some great friends along the way. So it's really a great abundant time for you. Think about what was going on in your life since June 2013 till July 2014. This is when you had this Jupiter in Cancer last time in 11th house. So this will give you some good observation of what you might expect this time. So good luck with this one, guys. Libra rising, you are expanding your career and professional, public reputation with this transit. Jupiter is once in 12 years moving through your 10th house of career. It's exalted, so this is a great time for all the Libra rising to focus on your career, professional life, ambitious goals, expand. There will be just the beginning of some karmic blockage here in June. You might have some restriction, limitation, some sober voice, some critical eye, some limitations of life coming to you. There will be Saturn and Neptune conjunction in your 7th house in Aries, and this energy will be squaring this 10th house. So in the 10th house, where we do all this career expansion, in the 7th house we have our partner. So this energy might be like in conflict, maybe your career versus your marriage, or your career versus your clients, or your career versus your different types of partnerships. Here there might be something that will restrict you. There might be another person in your life bringing you this karmic lesson, karmic test, or karmic blockage. You will see what this will be showing you in June. So observe June and treat it as just this 1 month that we have to survive. There might be some difficulty regarding this 7th house matters. There might be your client also. Maybe in June there will be some challenge regarding this relationship with client as well, or this might be your therapist or mentor coming from 7th house, maybe teaching you. Maybe you will be getting some training regarding your career sector. It might be your boss with the Saturn. It's some authority figure, somebody older, wiser. So it might be also somebody from your environment that will just be, testing you a little bit here, but after that there's a very, very great energy from July for you to expand. For some of it might be related to changing also your social status, like getting married, becoming a parent, changing who you are in the eye of society, changing your public persona. Now, Jupiter can really make you famous, can make you much more recognized in the 10th house. This is the most visible house, the top of your horoscope. So whatever you're doing in your life, there is a very, very great energy to expand, and you can think about what was going on in your life from June 2013 till June 2014. This is the last time when we had this energy going on in the 10th house. So what kind of opportunities, growth in your social status happened? Maybe you graduated back then, maybe you started your first job, maybe you've changed the job, maybe you expand in your career, maybe there was some shift in your social status, maybe you already got married back then, maybe you found your life partner back then, or maybe you had good luck with your boss and co-workers in the career sector, or even in Jupiter very often we move abroad to work. So you could be working in another country or with some international energy, with other languages, meeting new cultures. So there might be the repetition of this now. So the point of abundance for you is definitely this career and social status. Focus on that. And this is just 1 year when you have this very blissful energy, and you might be in a very, very good place 1 year from now in terms of where you are now professionally and in your public life. So good luck, Libras, and see you next time. Scorpio rising, you are having this good luck of Cancer, Jupiter in Cancer in your 9th house. So great year for exploration, great year for travel. If you want to move abroad, you have to deal with passports, visas, some documents, some legal matters, all kinds of legal matters, not only related to travel. That's your year. There might be great good luck, blessings, opportunities, abundance of those themes in your life. If there's something related to the family that you have to fix legally through some documents, legal matters, this is also your year to go. Just wait for June, because in June we're gonna have the square from Saturn and Neptune from your 6th house, blocking something there for you, some delays, some restrictions and limitations. So the energy will be not fully expanding in June, but from July till June next year you have this 1 year of great energy. Also in the 9th house we do the stuff like university studies, higher education, expanding your knowledge in the higher vibration, finding good mentor, finding your guru, finding some spiritual teacher, you becoming a teacher. That's the possibility, and having good luck with this and abundance. You studying especially themes related to Cancer, like real estate, hospitality, psychology, emotions, intuition, family matters, motherhood, parenthood, children, all those things. You might be very interested in that, and you might be expanding. Some of you might also have good luck with relationships with foreigners. You might meet somebody from abroad, somebody who will be very wise, expanding your knowledge. You might be travel in this way as well, you know, in search for this expansion, psychological, emotional, spiritual expansion. And you might also find your place on earth with this energy in another country, 9th house, because Cancer is related to home and family, 9th house is abroad. So for some of you, either a person from abroad or people from abroad or another country, another culture will feel like home to you. So the more you're gonna explore, expand, the more possibilities you have that this Jupiter will bring you some abundance, and you will have this home, sweet home energy when being abroad. And very often we just feel everywhere at home with Jupiter, with Cancer 9th house, because we have this sentiment of vibration and we leave our heart wherever we go. We like to come back to those same countries again and again and again. So that's something good for you to think about. Very good time for publishing, guys. Like a website posts, something on social media, book, you're creating some ebooks, something connected to teaching. Very good year, it can help you. So your good luck is abroad and in international relationships. So if you will be publishing something, try to do it worldwide, or at least in, you know, expand the amount of countries in which this will be available. It can be very good for studying new languages as well. So that's all I have for you guys. Think about June 2013 till July 2014. This is when you had this the last time. So this can help you to understand what kind of energy might be repeating, what kind of warning you might also have. For example, it might be overindulgence with travel. You might be like, have a lot of hunger for knowledge and exploration. It might lead to some burnout. So watch out for this. Thank you. Sagittarius rising, your ruler Jupiter is in Cancer in your 8th house. In the 8th house, the good luck might come from shared resources, money coming from other people, like support from government, loan from the bank, some help from family in terms of finances in the 8th house, or energy of your family, or resources, or it might be inheritance. Some of you might be having this type of blessing with some loss included here, because that's the 8th house. In the 8th house we are facing some loss, but this is the house of loss and gain. So in order to gain something, you need to let go of something as well. So for some of you, it might increase the energy of dealing with some inheritance, and there might be some legal matters related to money and family united, those two topics. It might be also a great time for healing some family trauma, childhood trauma. In the 8th house we do the shadow work, and this is the house of transformation. So for some of you, this team will increase, and you might have more ability to understand your story from higher perspective. There is a good luck in finding some good therapists and doing the talk therapy if you need, or just doing this on your own. And also in the 8th house we have this deep intimate bond with another person, so that might increase your deep intimacy, sexuality. You might meet somebody that you will have some karmic bond with in the 8th house. Soul merging energy, and in Cancer, very sweet, very nurturing, very tender, and very healing. So that's how I see it. It might give you this kind of vibration, but in June there will be a square from Saturn and Neptune from your 5th house. So first thing that came to my mind, I'm just, you know, that's just a story. It might not resonate for many of you, but in the 5th house we have children. In the 8th house we have deep intimacies. There might be like a blockage, like you having children, you can't really be fully intimate with your partner. You know what I mean. Or in the 5th house we have our joy, pleasure, fun. You know, this is the house of happiness, of having, you know, just fun, right? The 5th house. And then 8th house, there might be some need to maybe do the shadow work and transformation, so we can fully deal with this 5th house. Or it might be related to your own business with shared finances. There might be some conflict here, right? For example, you want to expand something with your partner in the 8th house. You have business partners or marriage partners, and there's some financial or resources bond between you. And then in the 5th house, this is more individual house. This is where, for example, you want to do your own hobbies, and there might be a lot going on here. It might be also expansion of your knowledge about taxes, because you want to build your own business with the Saturn Neptune in the 1st house, in the 5th house in Aries. So yeah, there are some things going on here, guys, between this 8th house and 5th house. There might be some blockage in expression in the 5th house, and then in the 8th house you have to deal with those deep dark matters sometimes with this Jupiter. So for some of you, there might be a conflict between this, that you have to resolve this karmic blockage of expression in the 5th house, so you can talk about those taboo things, talk about those difficult things openly. So there's a lot of ideas. You will observe how it goes. Just expect that in June there will be some karmic blockage to overcome. There will be some restriction, limitation, some serious energy coming from your 5th house, and blocking for 1 month this expansion about things in the 8th house. So you can deal with those 2 houses in June, and then from July this 8th house will be growing. There will be more growth, abundance, wisdom in this house coming to you. Watch with overspending, watch with investments. There might be a lot of this energy going on with Jupiter, but we might be overdoing it. We might be overspending, for example. So careful with that, so you don't lose your money, because 8th house is regarding us also spending and losing. So Jupiter here might bring a lot of spending. And from June 2013 till July 2014, you had this transit last time. So think what happened regarding 8th house matters in your life when Jupiter was there the last time. What was going on regarding your emotions, family, energy, housing situation with this 8th house? What did you expand? What was like, what became too much, too big? And there might be some repetition, and though observing the previous cycle will help you to deal with this current cycle as well, right? So good luck with this one, guys. Thank you. Capricorn rising, you are having expansion with Jupiter in Cancer in your house of partnerships, marriage, business partners, clientele, audience, other people energy. So Jupiter is coming to you directly through other people. As that's in Cancer, it might be very nurturing, caring, tender, empathetic. You might receive a lot of this motherly energy from other people. So that's a good transit. It's a great year to find your partner, to get married, to get engaged, to build your family, to settle down with somebody, because Cancer is about that. It's about this type of relationship where you build a family with somebody, and you build this very deep intuitive bond. It's about this depth of emotions, feeling protected by another person. So if you are looking for somebody, from June 9th, the gate is open to find the lucky person that will have you as a partner. Although in June, we're gonna have the square between your 7th house and your 4th house. In the 4th house, you have Saturn and Neptune conjunction. So there is a karmic blockage for the first few weeks of this transit before we can go full speed in growth. And as this blockage is coming from your 4th house towards the 7th house, so my idea is that you might be blocked by some childhood trauma, generational trauma, unhealed emotions from your roots, from your family. Also, if you already have somebody, if you have a partner, then there might be some blockage between you wanting to do something with your partner, for example, with Jupiter traveling or expanding your family, expanding your own housing situation. And for example, there might be some blockage from other family members, maybe somebody older that needs your help in a family, that needs care, maybe your parent or aunt or somebody just, not needing you, right? There might be this energy. Or it might be a conflict between your partner and your ideas about family and home situation. There might be a lot going on. I can't really tell you much because I don't see your chart. Every person has very different chart, different placements. Then I can see more properly what might be going on here. And here I can just create some fantasies out of nothing, but that's the whole sign system. By whole sign system, every Capricorn rising has Aries in the 4th house, where you have this Saturn-Neptune conjunction, and this conjunction is squaring your 7th house of other people and partnerships. So you will see how this goes for you, but definitely as a whole, the Jupiter in Cancer in the 7th house is giving you this opportunity, good luck, blessings, abundance, and expansion of your partnership, of your connection with other people, of your clientele, of you building beautiful, nurturing relationships. So use this 1 year till June 2026 to focus on your relationship with other people, because it's a very, very good luck energy. You can think about what was going on last time this transit happened. From June 2013 till July 2014, this is the last time you experienced that. So you can let me know in comments, do you remember something, what was going on, how your relationship evolved during that time, if you maybe met somebody back then, if you already had partnership, how was this partnership going on, how did you experience that. Definitely one of the best transits for finding somebody for marriage. So Capricorn rising, this is your time to to find the one, to get engaged, to build a family if you want, especially as Saturn is in your 4th house. So you have very serious approach now to settling down, to having your own family, to building a house, to creating a stable foundation in your life. And you might have very serious approach now to, you know, to marriage and family matters. So good luck with this one, guys, and see you next time. Aquarius rising, you're having expansion with Jupiter in Cancer in your 6th house. 6th house might be related to your health energy. So for some of you, there might be in the beginning some health issues showing up, especially in the beginning, in June. In June, we have the square of Saturn and Neptune conjunction in Aries from your 3rd house of communication, siblings, local community, your mental energy. So it might be your own critical voice. This energy will be creating some blockage, some delay, some limitations, some restrictions, some need to be serious about those matters. And it will be in conflict to your 6th house, where you have your health, work, pets, your daily routine, your self-care, your wellness, your diet, exercising, how you treat your physical body, and also healing. So you having here this energy of Jupiter, it can give you some blockage and expansion in the beginning in June, but from July it's gonna move with ease. So we just have to survive this June, see what this June conflict wants from us, what kind of limitation and restriction it will bring. After that, full ahead. When we have Jupiter in the 6th house, sometimes if we didn't heal something, it might show up in the beginning, and that's in Cancer. So especially ladies, you know, all those things related to reproduction, like ovaries and your breast, your stomach, food allergies, digestion, this type of things, watch for that. It might be something related to those matters. If nothing shows up, thanks God, maybe you will not have to deal with health that much. We usually become very interested, however, in health matters with Jupiter in the 6th house. Like you might start to search for alternative healing, especially healing through using different types of food. You know, in Cancer, it's a lot about that, about diet, a healthy diet. So it's a great year, guys, to do the diet stuff and exercising if you want to change something. For some of you, it might be related to pregnancy and dealing with doctors and, you know, taking care of your body, preparing your body for pregnancy, or healing after giving a birth. Or you might be having a very busy schedule with Jupiter being in Cancer because of children. Depends where you are at in life, but Cancer is very much related to motherhood and children. So for some of you, that might be the case. Others might be dealing with pets, and your pet might give you lots of this nurturing, caring energy. You might create a very deep connection. It's a great year to get a pet. You might have very good luck with this. It might become like your baby, and you being like a pet mother or father. And also in the 6th house we have work. So for some of you, that might be expansion of this area of your life. You might be starting maybe to do something regarding those Cancer matters in work, like connected to hospitality, or to food, to nurturing other people, psychology, emotions, healing, therapy. Some of you might be working as such. And also with coworkers, this nurturing deep energy might increase as well. So that might make you feel like your work feels more like family dynamic, home sweet home energy. And you having Cancer in the 6th house in general, like your daily routine should have this self-care, nurturing, tender vibration. So this Jupiter can help you to improve your daily schedule. So there is more self-care, more practices that will be helping you to have this emotional balance. Also, you can think with the 6th house about serving other people. Like some of you might overdo it, so that's my warning for you with this Jupiter. Don't forget about boundaries, because when we have Jupiter in the 6th house, especially in Cancer, especially towards family members or children, like we might just overserve. There might be too much self-sacrifice because of high empathy and sensitivity. So don't forget about yourself. Protect your own energy here as well with this transit, and watch for overindulgence with food. 6th house, foodie, Cancer, especially if you have some unhealed emotions, it might show up as overeating to compensate. So watch for any sort of overindulgence here in the 6th house, so your physical health is in good shape here. Okay guys, so that's all I have for you. And one more thing, think about what was going on in your life since June 2013 till July 2014. This is when you had Jupiter in 6th house last time. This will give you some insights about what might be going on now. It's not going to be exactly the same, but certain themes might be activated again. So let me know in comments if you remember what was going on in the previous cycle of Jupiter. How did you expand this 6th house? What was going on with your health, with your work, with pets, with service to other people, and how did you deal with that? It's a very practical house, so for many of you there will be like a lot of duties and little tasks, hectic, busy daily schedule. So it can be also this. So good luck with this one, guys. Thank you. Pisces rising, you're having a very good time with this Jupiter in Cancer. It's in trine to your sign, so you have this beautiful harmony between these two energies of Cancer and Pisces, and it's activating your 5th house. So for 1 year you have good luck, abundance, opportunities, expansion, blessings in your 5th house, where you have romance, love, dating. Good time for that. Sexuality, self-expression, and creativity, doing art, creating beauty, giving birth to something. It can include children. It's a very fertile year for Pisces rising. If you want to become a parent, it can give you blessing. It can give you growth and expansion in terms of pregnancy. It can also give you good luck and blessings and happiness with your children if you have them already. There's more nurturing, there is more wisdom, and there is more caring and growth in those energies. You might also have good luck in dating. You might find somebody who will be nurturing, caring, sweet, tender, who will be emotionally intelligent. So if you're looking for somebody, it's a good time to start searching for it, for this person from July. June will be still a bit blocked. We're gonna have square of Saturn and Neptune towards your 5th house, and these two energies are in your 2nd house. So there might be some karmic blockage to overcome, some serious energy, some limitations and restrictions. And in the 2nd house, you have your money, you have your self-worth and values. You have here also your material possessions, your safety, your security. So there will be some conflict here between 2nd house and 5th house. For some of you, maybe you will want to expand your hobbies and things that you love to do, your passions, with the 5th house, but there's some financial blockage. For example, like Saturn in the 2nd house likes to tell us you have to save the money, don't overspend. Or in the 5th house, we might be, for example, having children, needing some expansion here as well. We want to please them, we want to take care of them, we want to make them happy, but maybe this financial energy of Saturn will be like restricting. Or you want to build your own business. Fifth house very often brings in transits the need to create, the need to expand, express yourself. People write books, create podcasts, do art, start dancing classes. They expand. In Cancer, it might be very psychological. It might be about intuition, psychic gifts that you would like to expand. It might be also about cooking, hospitality, real estate. It might be related to doing something in the water, in the sea, for example, some sports. So now you are having this square, so you will have to have some serious approach to that in the beginning. And maybe if you want to start a new business, then the Saturn in the second house is like, get serious about your finances. You need to create some business plan and stuff like that. So you see that you will see how this goes. I don't see your chart. I can't really say much. I only see the general reading for all the signs, and that's the whole sign system. I use PLUTO with my clients. So if you would like to look deeper into your transits, plan better for the future, and then welcome for a session. But observe what this karmic limitation, blockage, restriction, seriousness will be all about for you in June, and then from July you're ready to go after those restrictions, Saturnian energies. You can think what was going on in your life since June 2013 so till July 2014. That was the last time when you had this transit. It happens every 12 years, and fifth house is a very lucky positive house, so you really want to use this energy to build something, to create, to grow, to find love, to just be more happy and joyful, and try to focus on those joyful, pleasant aspects of life and connect them also to your emotional nurturing. It might be expansion of healing as well. In the fifth house we heal inner child, so some of you will be using this transit for that. Just watch for overindulgence, hedonistic side of this transit in the fifth house. You know, there might be too much of this. You might be overspending on your passions. You might be overindulging, too many parties, too much fun, and you will forget about some serious stuff and responsibilities. So try to do everything in moderation, and then this transit will be more lucky for you. And again, great time for pregnancy. So if that's not your plan, watch out. Watch out for the next year, because this Jupiter might really expand this very fertile fifth house for Pisces rising. So that's all I have for you guys. Remember, every transit has good and bad sides, so watch for this dark side of Jupiter. Don't overdo things. Try to keep those things, wherever is that in your chart, in moderation, because we might do too much. We might have no limits with this Jupiter. And in general, focus on those themes that Cancer represents. Nurture yourself, more self-care, more loving, tender, sweet energies, more energy of home sweet home, and focus on the family dynamic and deep connections in your life. It doesn't have to be a real family. You can think about your friends, about your partner, even about your clients, about your audience, about yourself. Everything is connected, and with Cancer there's so much of this emotional, intuitive connection. So those are themes that we will be expanding for 1 year. Let's survive June, and then let's go and let's dive into this deep growth of Jupiter exalted in Cancer. So good luck everybody, and see you next time in the next video. Thank you.